Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Channel Dad Bryon Lape Reads. And with everything, in the news, lockdown starting to kind of wind down in most places and people wondering about their health and being in the news and the like, this is an article I've actually had for a while that I just hadn't gotten to. And I was debating what to do for Tuesday, but I decided let's do this one. So it's just a general lifestyle, 17 ways to lead a healthier life. We're not going to go through all of them in detail. There's quite a few, obviously, and this is again from Muscle and Fitness, but we'll put the link in the description below. And if you want to know more about what's going on, then let's go. So when it comes to improving your life, improving your health should always be top priority. And this is what we're seeing with these various viruses. It's amazing how many, some people get illnesses and other things and, something they did 30 years ago. But what precautions can you take now to at least help keep your immune system healthy, help keep your lifestyle appropriate? Luckily, there are some all-natural supplements and simple lifestyle tweaks that can next level your health in no time, 17 to be exact. So any good health plan. So number one, this is actually one that I got from my doctor years ago, fatty acids, and in particular fish oils. And this is omega-3s. And there's been a lot of talk. If you do some research in here, you'll find omega-3 and 6 and 9, exactly whatever is going on. So omega-3s are known as essential fatty acids because the human body is not capable of producing them. And omega-6s can cause inflammation if you get them too high. So be mindful of that. And I do fish oil. I do 3 to 4 grams a day, doctor's orders from years ago. And I also do the mercury, extracted, the ones that have mercury free. And then if I eat fish during the day, I'll do fewer of these because I don't need as many. Unfortunately, eating enough cold water fatty fish or nuts, since these can be difficult, but a high quality fish oil supplement can be, and these don't have to be expensive. You don't have to go overboard. I'd say just find a decent priced one that's been the mercury's been pulled out from it. Okay. Bentonite clay. This is interesting. Toxins are found throughout our environment, but from heavy metals in amalgam teeth fillings and paint to carcinogens lurking in common pesticides. Once in your body, these toxins can wreak havoc on your health. They absolutely can. My mother is one of these people. She had to have all her fillings taken out and replaced with ceramics and everything else, even causing the neurological issues. Yep. Was really propelling her lupus years ago. So the bentonite clay, which is actually made from the ash from volcanoes, benefits your body by helping to expel many of these toxins. Don't worry if you're not interested in eating or drinking the substance. Bentonite clay can also be used topically to draw out toxins. Now, some people, take all these with a grain of salt and do your own research. Just because it's published in Muscle Fitness and just because I say, hey, this works, don't take our word for it. Go look it up. So you can put that on and pull those toxins out of your body. Let's keep going. Bone broth protein. Now, this is one that a former coworker of mine used to get into his own, and he could not believe the difference it made in his health. And he had all kinds of issues. Now, granted, he's older than I am and everything. But so you see, homemade bone broth is not only delicious, and it can take a while to make this properly, but, it's like one day or something. You can freeze it, and that's what he did. He'd made a whole mess of it, and would freeze it and have it, during the week and everything else. I think it's about once a month. Improve joint health, reduce cellulite, boost immune system, and even help with overcome food intolerances and allergies. But if you haven't jumped onto the proven health trend because you find the process of making bone broth time, which it is, you can get your own daily list in a convenient powder. So that's interesting. I didn't know that. Extremely versatile, but. And what he did is he used it as a stock for other soups and things like that too. So this is one I've heard about for years. I don't really know if I've really done that. Diatomaceous earth, I guess, is a natural product made with fossilized remains of tiny aquatic organisms called diatoms. When consumed food grade diatomaceous earth, works like, and if I remember correctly, some people use this kind of stuff to filter their pools too, killing parasites instead of using chlorine. Also inexpensive, so check it out. All natural pesticide at home. Essential oils. Now, this is also one that again, a lot of medical people don't like, because I think a lot of it's to what people, these aren't cure-alls, right? If you do essential oils, it's not going to cure every single thing going on. So don't treat it like one. Treat it for what it's supposed to be for, and that's it. Made from distilling and extracting compounds found in flowers. Okay. Used for thousands of years in a variety of ways. And now in modern times, people are having caught on the versatility of essential oils in aromatherapy, household cleaning, beauty care. But it's not going to, thanks to their, okay, it can be a minor antioxidant, things like that. But be mindful, you get a serious cut that's going to need 6 stitches. Don't put essential oils on it. One of these, start with, I highly recommend these. So this author, I forgot who even said who the author was. So this is Dr. Josh Axe. So there you go. Let's move on because there's so many of these. Now this one is one I have done. I have reviewed some green superfood powders, and I need to get that one. The latest one I did, I think I got it at Sam's, was good, decent enough, and not highly priced. And I noticed a difference. Fresh vegetable juices are awesome, but promoting good health. But for most people, juicing every day, and it's just too much. So these are the powders. There's high quality green superfood powder. It can help fill the gaps and the benefits of vegetables. And for me, it made a big difference, and I need to get back to it. So check out my reviews I've done 2 different ones. One was very expensive and very sweet from all the fake sugar in it, which to me kind of deterred it. So collagen, this is one that I've seen people makes up, and this is something that people were using cartilage and stuff like that for back in the 90s. Aging has a way of lowering collagen levels, and it can make a big difference, especially put it into shakes and stuff like that. But again, understand. So vitamin D. Now, vitamin D, especially D3, as we're getting into summer, this is good. And I actually supplement less during the summer when I can get out than during the winter. But I try to get as much outside as I can. You may not know this, but vitamin D is actually more than a vitamin. It acts as a pro-hormone that affects hormone balance and immune regulation of the body. Unfortunately, up to 90% of it, believe it be vitamin D deficient. Yeah, I actually got my levels checked not too long ago, and I forget where I was, but I was like at 58, I think, if I remember correctly. So I'm on the upper end, and that was in February. So I'd love to know, get out in the middle of June when I begin to get some sun every day. I wonder if it go even higher. But foods, and this is one of those vitamins that's very inexpensive, and I get a low dosage, and I take 3 a day, basically when I'm with meals and stuff. So when I do my fish oil. So vitamin B12, now this is another one. This is beta carotene. It is essential vitamin in addressing adrenal fatigue, supporting multiple metabolic functions, including enzyme production, DNA synthesis, and hormonal balance. And the thing about this, which I take a good vitamin, a multivitamin that has good vitamin D in it. You don't necessarily, B12 rather. You don't necessarily have to supplement. I would first check with your doctor. If you're having adrenal fatigue and other things, try and understand what's causing it. Okay. And with a lot of these, what can you do? Let's say it's dietary. What can you do to change your diet to get more vitamins in? And also take it. And it's not just eating the right foods. Many times it's eating them in the right order at the right times. And because certain foods will interfere with the absorption of nutrients from other foods when you're eating together. So be mindful of that too. This is Shilajit, I guess. I'm a big proponent of the benefits of beneficial microbes on our. Is that solid? So I've not heard of this one. So many of these health boosting microbes are found in the dirt. Yep. And which is actually one of the benefits of being when you're a kid playing in the dirt. You get exposed to. You get exposed to some bad stuff too. Don't get me wrong. It contains. So this, I guess, is Shilajit. I don't know. It contains at least 85 minerals and can't say minerals, including 2 of my favorites, humic acid and folic acid, which are commonly used as soil supplements. Oh, okay. So you can often find in a standalone supplement as part of it. Okay. Like a probiotic. Okay. So probiotics I've heard of before. So that's interesting. I have not known this one. So live probiotics. This is one of these things. If you make your own yogurt, or get yogurt, depending on where you are, that has not been pasteurized. If you get pasteurized yogurt, it kills all the microbes, good or bad. I strongly believe that almost every single person has a probiotic deficiency, and this is probably true. This leads to a lot of gut problems. A lot of I'd say many people have GERD, and which I suffer from every once in a while. I used to have it a lot worse. It's because you're not eating the right things, and the bacteria in your intestines keep crawling upward until they find the food they're looking for, and then that causes problems elsewhere. So most people are in need of a major probiotic boost due to prescription antibiotics, which can kill stuff. High carbohydrate diets. Again, why the high carb diet is garbage. Fluorinated tap water and high levels of stress, and all that takes into account. You could have illnesses, you can have infections, and all that stuff. So remember this: you are what you digest. So taking daily life probiotics supplements is one of the best ways. And again, and they're showing, I think it's supposed to be yogurt, but again, naturalized yogurt, or there are people who make the yogurt, and you can buy the bacteria and stuff you need, and that's very helpful. Aloe. Now this is one of those things, again, for truly packs a healthy punch of nutrients and benefits. Externally, aloe is an awesome remedy for all kinds of skin conditions, including burning, although it's really temporary when I've used it. Whether it's out of a bottle or out of a plant, I don't know. So increased yeast formation and encouraged digestive bacteria. Again, getting your gut health is it's amazing how often gut health starts with your diet. Okay, high stress job is going to add to it, but if you can at least help alleviate it with diet, it's amazing too how many things, various illnesses, some serious illnesses, if you start with the diet that is proper for you. Okay, not just the proper diet in general, but the diet is proper for you, what you're doing, your lifestyle, and everything else that really helps you stay in balance. And then when you add, so if you get that solved. Let's say you have a serious illness that's going to require some kind of medication. I don't care what it is. If you get that solved and it doesn't cure you, or maybe it's going to cure you, but it's going to take 10 years instead of 2. When you take your medications and different things, this is not an absolute, but they tend to now be more powerful because the body is going to be working with it. Because the body's already starting to be in balance, and then it can work with the medication. Now, some medications just make the body crazy, but it's amazing how often that happens, and things can work better that way. When I tell people to eat dirt, it's not actually ordering them to scoop a handful of soil and eat it. Well, not exactly the way. Important thing to remember is getting daily micronutrients to the soil-based organisms found in dirt is critically important to your health. So embrace that eating dirt as a broader philosophy that'll help you. Okay. And then you'll get somebody who'll say never eat potatoes. So be mindful. Get a pet. Okay, this is pretty cool. So what was that one? Oh, eat dirt. Yeah, pets can be great stress relievers. Especially puppies, and dogs, they love you. They just come and pet them. It's amazing. A cat, a cat sits in the lap, starts purring. It's amazing what it does for you. So 45% decrease in allergies, while dog owners had a 50% decrease in I'm allergic to my pets, so that's hilarious. Swim in the ocean. Now, this is something we used to go to the beach every year, and we haven't done it in several years, and I absolutely miss it. It is amazing. Even though it's just North Carolina, right? It's not where these people are, where it's nice, clear water, but there's just something about the ocean and that salt, and it like pulls stuff out of your body. And like you probably heard of experience for yourself, but a cut seems to heal quickly after dipping the ocean. Part is due to the salt content, but a part of it's the microbes and the bacteriophages present in salt water. It is amazing what that does. Okay, get grounded. Now, this is one that I really have to work on because I hate the feel, but when I was a kid, ran around. I remember as a kid, having to come in before going to bed, having to wash my feet because I've been running around all day without shoes on. Just the simple act of putting your bare feet in the ground can affect your health in several surprising ways. When you stroll barefoot in the grass, and it's, having not done it for 30 years, it does take a bit to get used to. And the last one, smarter cell phone use. Yeah, please, people, do not be on Twitch while you're trying to drive. If you're using your cell phone at all, it's definitely, if you're on your phone at all, you better be hands-free. And I understand. I use navigation all the time, right? In particular, know where traffic is and stuff like that. Also, when you're not doing things, remove all the games. Remove all the games off your phones. I'm going to say, I'm not even reading what's here. So suggesting cell phone use. So there's more and more evidence. And I remember this back in the 90s was a big question. It's that radiation that they put out. What exactly is that doing to your body? What is it interfering with? It's very anecdotal in many ways, but again, a lot of these things existed long before we ever had cell phones or radios. So, cancers and stuff like that have existed for a long time. So maybe this is speeding up some of that slightly, but, it's kind of, you got to weigh it in the balance. But just for general use, there's a lot of evidence about the blue light, especially at night and then trying to sleep. So you want to get away from all these backlit screens and everything for probably at least a half an hour before you go to bed, if not more. And just, I turn my phone off at night. I mean, we do have a home phone, so people do have a way to get hold of me if something happens in the middle of the night, and I leave it in another room. But that's just me. All right, so there we go. 17 ideas and things to do for a healthier lifestyle. Let me know what you think of them. You think it's a lot? Some of them are very grounded in science. Some are on that fringe. You could say some of them are hooey, and then some of them it might be that is it a correlation or is it a causality? And where do we fall with that? All right, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for clicking likes. Thanks so much for sharing and retweeting on Twitter and the like, and sharing on the other social media platforms. And we will see you. Goodbye.